Elaine Wynn, nice to see you at Fortune's the most powerful women's summit in Washington, D.C.
Thank you.
There are so many ways I can introduce you. Co-founder Wynn Resorts, Mirage Resorts is something you founded. You're sometimes called the Queen of Las Vegas. And now you're very much involved in helping underprivileged children. So we've got a lot of hats that you wear. You spoke at a panel about resiliency here. You recently lost a public board fight not long ago to stay on the Wynn board, which I know you are not able to talk about. But clearly, in your career, you've had a lot of ups and downs. So what was the biggest lesson learned in your own career ups and downs that helps you in your role today?
Well, nothing is forever. And I think that professional experiences mirror personal experiences as well. So as you live your life and you have crises, whether they are mini or major, you develop coping skills. So that regardless of where these things happen, hopefully you're able to weather them and kind of batten down the hatches, be informed by them, but not be defeated by them.
I want to ask you about the gambling industry. It's so interesting. Everyone was rushing to Macau, and this was the future. And certainly we've seen some issues there now. Where is the growth area for the gaming industry, do you think, whether regionally or online or something else?
Well, gaming originally was associated with a taboo behavior, and because there were only a few places that you could go in America or elsewhere to gamble, the competition was rather limited. But now, since there's a much more permissive and enlightened opinion about gaming, which is considered to be entertainment, along with other things you do when you go to a place where there's gaming, there's been a proliferation of companies and environments where you can go to gamble. Now, China, of course, was an expanding market for everything, not just gaming. And because we know that there's a cultural kind of proclivity to gamble because the Chinese believe in Joss, that it was a very fetching idea. And at the time, all of the companies that were engaged in this were invited to go over. We all did. A few of us were successful in getting concessions. And it's all experimental. All business is experimental. So you invest in those places where you believe you have continued opportunities. When you build these big behemoths, it takes 3 and 4 years. So sometimes you make a decision to build when the market is high, and then interim events occur so that by the time you open, the market opportunity has changed. But nevertheless, there's gazillions of people in China, a wonderful new up-and-coming middle class that's enjoying traveling. There are many choices in Macau other than gaming, so we're very hopeful that that mass market will continue to develop and will be a very fertile piece of the business for us and for our colleagues.
Finally, Atlantic City never became Las Vegas.
Right.
What turns Atlantic City around? If it's not gaming, what do you think it is? I'm just curious.
The frustration occurred for all of us in Atlantic City because the public sector there was not enlightened. And there were scandal after scandals that occurred with their city government and their mayors. Unlike Nevada, where you have a very strong partnership and the government understands that you are an industry that's valuable and needs to be partnered with, when you're viewed sort of as skeptically legitimate, there's a divide, and it translated into very bad public programs. So there was not really a good investment in housing and all of the other lifestyle issues that make a community evolve. And so I think Atlantic City is challenged now. And I wouldn't even know how to begin because all this other competition has developed since those days, which make it no longer the only place on the East Coast.
Going forward as an industry, does gaming grow at the same pace it did in the past? Is the future brighter than it was in the past?
Well, the nature of the business has changed because now we are full full resort complexes that offer menus of choices beside gaming. So to the extent that our rooms are attractive, that we have wonderful restaurants, that the entertainment is inviting and new and innovative, that nightclub scenes continue to be viable, though those companies that can bring it all together well will continue to have good business because people want to go have fun. And those are places that are considered to be fun places.
Elaine, it's been fun talking to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.